Welcome to this CIS 101 video about copy versus reference. And what we're really focusing on is what happens to our data when we assign it a different name. Like in this instance, we have a variable A that's holding 5, and we assign that variable a new name. And what happens when we change what B is holding to be equal to 6? Now notice a similar thing happens when we call a function. We have a name A, and then we're passing A into our function foo, and assigns it a name B, and then we set B equal to 6. So when we print out A at the end, will it be 5 or will it be 6? And what this really comes down to is how the data is stored in our system. For simple data types like numbers, when we assign a name or a variable to be equal to a number, we store that number directly with the variable. A would be 5. Now, what happens when we say B equals A? And in Python, we always make a copy of whatever is inside this box. So that means B will get a copy of 5. Notice there's two 5s stored inside of our program. Now next, when we assign B equal to 6, that means we erase what's inside the box and replace it with 6. But if we notice at the end, A is still 5, even though B has been changed. A similar thing will happen when we call a function. When we assign 5 to be A, that means we put 5 inside of a box. When we call the function foo, passing A as input into the parameter B, then we always, and Python always does this, it makes a copy of what's inside the box. So there are now two copies of 5. When foo decides to change what B is equal to, we'll erase the 5 and replace it with a 6. But notice at the end, A is still equal to 5, so when we print A, we'll see 5 printed on the screen. Now that works well for simple data types like numbers, strings, and floating point numbers because we can store the information inside of this box that is set aside to store the value of a variable. But with more complex data types like pictures, pixels, and arrays, the information cannot be stored in a simple box like this. So instead, we store the information somewhere else, and we create what's called a reference to that information. So you can think of a reference as an arrow or a pointer that points to where the data is stored. And the box stores a reference to the data instead of the actual data. You've actually had a lot of experience with this. You've read a picture off of the disk and assigned it a name, and that's picked is now a name with a reference that points to the picture you read off the disk. Then you call a function that passes the picture in, usually calling the picture by a different name, and it somehow changes the picture. Now in this example, we're calling make sunset and passing in our picture for the image. So we're creating a new name, and just like before, Python always copies what's inside the box. But if you look what's inside the box, it isn't the picture anymore. It's an arrow that points to the picture, or what we call a reference. So what gets copied is the reference. So now our picture has two arrows that point to it. One of them that's named pick and another one that's named image. So when make sunset changes the image, changing all the colors inside of here, the picture is changed, and when we look at picked again, we'll see all of those changes. So in summary, for simple data types like numbers, strings, and characters, when you assign your data a new name, it copies the data. So when you change the data using the new name, it doesn't change the original. So by assigning B to a new value, A is left alone. But for complex data types like pixels, pictures, and arrays, when you assign your data a new name, it copies a reference or something that points to your data. So if you change the data using your new name, you will change the original. And the reason why you change the original is because what got copied was the pointer or reference that points to your data, but there's still only one copy of the data. So no matter what, if you change the only copy, it's going to change both A and B.